Welcome, curious listeners, to the Regenesis Health Podcast, Unconventional Paths to Wellness and Root Cause Healing. I'm James.
And I'm Meredith.
Today, we're embarking on a really fascinating exploration. It's into a unique healing modality that's steadily capturing attention in the broader wellness community.
It really is.
It promises a gentle, yet pretty profound path to transformation, and honestly, I'm quite eager to share what we've uncovered.
It's wonderful to be here. This particular area of holistic health offers such a refreshing perspective on the body's own capabilities, doesn't it?
It really does.
And I'm looking forward to digging into the nuances of it with you.
Absolutely. So, for today's discussion, our focus is squarely on something known as the Spinal Flow Technique, or you'll often see it as SFT.
Mm-hmm.
It's a holistic modality that has truly been gaining some significant traction. And as we've explored the source material, it's become pretty clear why.
That's right. Our mission for you, our listener, is to give you a really comprehensive understanding of SFT, from its intriguing origins, the philosophy that underpins it, all the way through to, its practical application in an actual session.
Yeah.
We've synthesized insights from a range of comprehensive reports and, crucially, from the lived experiences of numerous clients. That's really important here.
Absolutely.
We're going to explore precisely how this remarkably gentle approach aims to unlock the body's innate healing potential. And the key thing, it does so without any forceful methods whatsoever.
That's a big differentiator.
It is. So, consider this your definitive guide, offering a clear path to being well-informed about SFT, complete with some surprising facts and hopefully some practical takeaways that just might reshape your understanding of what true healing can look like.
Okay, let's begin then. Let's truly try and understand what the spinal flow technique actually is.
Mm-hmm.
At its very heart, SFT is presented as a gentle, holistic modality, designed with one primary purpose: to facilitate the body's truly remarkable inherent capacity for self-healing. It sounds almost, elegantly simple in its premise, doesn't it?
It does, and that very simplicity is, in fact, its profound strength. The core philosophy of SFT revolves around identifying and releasing specific blockages.
Right.
Blockages that accumulate within the spine and, by direct extension, impact the entire nervous system.
Okay.
The fundamental belief is that by gently clearing these pathways, you enable the body to return to its natural state of healing. And this significantly enhances its vitality and restores a deep sense of balance throughout the entire system. It's really about removing the interference, so your body can do what it inherently knows how to do.
And here's where this technique truly distinguishes itself, I think.
Yeah.
Especially for anyone who might carry some apprehension, maybe even past discomfort from more, let's say, traditional forms of spinal care.
Yes.
SFT is fundamentally non-invasive. You won't find the forceful adjustments or those often heard cracking and popping sounds that many associate with conventional chiropractic methods.
Right.
This isn't an accidental omission, is it?
Yeah.
It feels like a very deliberate design choice.
Right. Oh, absolutely. That emphasis on gentle, non-invasive positioning is a conscious and strategic decision made by the technique's founder.
Okay.
It immediately addresses and sort of alleviates any potential apprehension that individuals might feel, particularly those who have maybe had negative experiences with or are simply wary of more aggressive physical therapies.
That makes sense.
By committing to such a holistic and gentle approach right from the very outset, SFT aims to cultivate a welcoming and profoundly reassuring first impression.
Yeah.
This resonates really deeply with individuals who are actively seeking compassionate, respectful, and effective care. It provides a safe entry point into spinal health for many people.
So it's less about an external practitioner applying force to fix something that's perceived as broken within you.
Exactly.
Instead, it's more about enabling and amplifying the body's own inherent wisdom to heal itself. This represents a significant, maybe even profound shift from that conventional mindset of, I need someone outside of myself to fix me.
Precisely. The paradigm shifts entirely. It moves from a practitioner attempting to, quote, treat or fix specific ailments through external manipulation to one where the practitioner serves more as a facilitator.
A facilitator, okay.
Their role is really to create the optimal internal environment, gently guiding your own body to remember and reactivate its natural blueprint for health. This fundamental premise effectively places the power of healing back into the hands of the individual. It fosters a profound sense of personal agency,
Right.
and it allows their system to gracefully return to a state of natural equilibrium and well-being. It's a very empowering journey for the client.
That makes perfect sense. So who is the visionary behind this gentle yet seemingly profoundly powerful approach to healing? Let's introduce Dr. Carly Axford. She's the founder and developer of the Spinal Flow Technique.
Dr. Carly Axford's extensive background is absolutely foundational to understanding the credibility and, honestly, the sheer depth of the Spinal Flow Technique.
Right.
Her journey began as a chiropractor, which provided her with an incredibly intricate and profound understanding of that vital relationship between the spine, the nervous system, and overall systemic health.
Okay.
This deep professional knowledge base wasn't just a starting point. It formed the essential groundwork for all her subsequent pioneering research and meticulous clinical observations.
Yeah.
She wasn't simply theorizing from a distance. She was actively evolving a practice from a place of deep, hands-on expertise and a really nuanced appreciation for the body's mechanics.
And this wasn't just a sudden flash of insight, was it? We're talking about a modality that emerged as the culmination of over 2 decades.
2 decades.
Of dedicated research, meticulous observation, and significant clinical success by Dr. Axford. That's a serious, sustained commitment to developing something new and impactful.
It is indeed, and the sheer breadth and depth of her study during that prolonged period are truly remarkable. Dr. Axford didn't just dabble, she thoroughly immersed herself, exploring over 50 different modalities.
Wow.
Yeah, 50. Just to give you a sense of this comprehensive exploration, think about modalities like network spinal analysis that deeply influence the concept of the spinal wave and gentle touch.
Okay.
Then there's applied kinesiology, which taught her about the body's subtle energetic responses, torque release technique, highlighting precise points of intervention, sacro-occipital technique, focusing on the cranium and pelvis, neuro-emotional technique and emotional freedom technique, which revealed those profound links between emotions and physical blockages, and biogeometric integration, emphasizing the body's innate geometry and self-organization.
That's quite a list.
It really is. This extensive, almost encyclopedic period of study positioned SFT not as some random, ungrounded practice or a fleeting trend, but as a deliberate evolution, a highly refined synthesis of existing knowledge within the healing arts.
Right.
This deep cross-disciplinary foundation lends immense credibility to SFT, unequivocally demonstrating its roots in professional experience, rigorous study, and a continuous search for more effective and gentle approaches.
It really feels like a conscious, deliberate shift then. SFT emerged as this gentle alternative, specifically designed to release those deep-seated blockages without any forceful manipulation. Consciously avoiding the cracking or popping sounds, it's a clear movement towards a more subtle yet profoundly impactful method for natural healing.
Exactly. It's about respecting the body's inherent intelligence, trusting its capacity to unwind and heal itself without external force, and creating an environment where that healing can flourish.
Yeah.
This makes it particularly appealing for a wide array of individuals who are seeking a different, perhaps more harmonious and definitely more empowering path to greater well-being. It's really testament to the idea that sometimes the most profound changes come from the gentlest nudges.
Now, let's really get into the nuts and bolts, the mechanics of it. How does the spinal flow technique actually work? We're shifting gears here a bit to explore the underlying science.
Right.
Drawing from fascinating principles of neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and what's sometimes referred to as energy medicine.
This is where the true innovation lies, I think. At its core, SFT's effectiveness is deeply rooted in the principle of neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity, okay.
This is the nervous system's truly remarkable inherent ability to change, adapt, and form new, healthier patterns throughout your entire life. Think of your brain and nervous system as like a highly adaptable supercomputer.
Okay.
Neuroplasticity means it can constantly update its software and even rewire its hardware based on experience. SFT actively aims to encourage these adaptive changes.
How does it do that?
By gently calming the body's persistent stress response, that fight or flight mode we all get stuck in, and facilitating a profound shift towards a state of ease, rest, and repair.
Oh, okay.
It's like teaching your nervous system to operate from a place of calm and resilience rather than constant tension and reaction.
Makes sense.
And when we talk about energy medicine, in this context, it refers to the belief that the body has an energetic field and that blockages can disrupt this flow. SFT works with this inherent energy to restore balance, not in some mystical sense necessarily, but in recognizing that the body is more than just its physical parts. It's also a complex system of subtle energetic currents that influence health.
So the idea is that we accumulate what SFT calls spinal blockages, almost like persistent static within this highly sophisticated nervous system. Can you really unpack what those blockages are in the context of SFT?
Sure. These blockages are fundamentally viewed as accumulated tensions, physical restrictions, and stored traumas. They arise from a myriad of stressors that we encounter daily and, throughout our lives.
Right. Life happens.
Exactly. They can be intensely emotional, stemming from unresolved grief, chronic anxiety, or past emotional wounds that the body has literally held on to. They can be overtly physical, maybe from an old injury that never fully healed, repetitive strain, or simply persistent poor posture that creates chronic tension. And importantly, they can also be chemical, things like internal inflammation, exposure to environmental toxins, or dietary imbalances that create systemic stress.
So all three types.
Yes. The crucial insight here is that these blockages, regardless of their origin, physical, emotional, or chemical, significantly hinder optimal bodily function. They impede the natural, vital flow of energy and information throughout the entire system.
I see.
This comprehensive, truly holistic definition is absolutely central to SFT. It's what allows the technique to address a much wider and deeper range of chronic conditions.
Right.
And it really appeals to those seeking a profound integration of mind and body in their healing journey, moving far beyond just chasing symptoms.
And this brings us to another foundational principle that feels incredibly empowering. The concept of innate intelligence.
Yes.
It's the profound idea that your body already possesses an inherent, deeply powerful capacity for self-healing, self-regulation, and growth. It's not something external that needs to be acquired. It's something intrinsically within you, right?
That's precisely right. This philosophy is beautifully encapsulated in phrases you often hear in the SFT community, like, your body knows how to heal.
I like that.
Or the notion that the body relearns what it already knew, how to self-heal. This represents a truly significant shift in the practitioner-client dynamic.
Oh, so?
Well, practitioners explicitly emphasize that they do not heal you, rather, you heal yourself. This isn't just semantics, it's a powerful statement that fundamentally empowers the individual.
Okay.
It fosters a profound sense of personal agency and actively encourages them to connect with, trust, and ultimately amplify their own intrinsic healing capabilities.
Yeah.
It transforms you into an active, conscious participant in your own wellness journey, rather than just a passive recipient of external intervention.
So the mechanism of action then involves gently encouraging the body to release these blockages. How does that practically happen within a session? What does a practitioner actually do?
It's done through a very specific yet remarkably gentle approach. Practitioners achieve this by unlocking what are called spinal gateways.
Gateways, yes, okay.
And applying incredibly light, precise touch to specific access points located along the spine.
Access points.
Think of the gateways as the general areas where stress tends to accumulate, and the access points as the precise buttons that, when gently stimulated, send signals to the nervous system.
Got it.
This gentle stimulation helps the nervous system to reset, to repair, and to regenerate itself. It's akin to gently coaxing your system, guiding it from a state of pain, dis-ease, or dysfunction back into its natural optimal state of healing, vitality, and balance. It's a dialogue with the body, not a demand.
And I've heard it's also known for its remarkable ability to uncover and release stored trauma. It sounds like it transcends mere physical discomfort and delves into much deeper layers.
Indeed. Many clients and sources suggest that the technique can significantly help individuals to process and ultimately discard those deep-seated burdens. Whether they are emotional scars, lingering stress patterns, or even physical memories of past trauma, things that may have been held within the body's tissues and nervous system for extended periods, maybe even years. This often allows for a profound, multidimensional release that impacts not just physical well-being, but also emotional clarity, mental lightness, and overall quality of life. It's truly holistic in its scope.
This sounds incredibly systematic, which I appreciate. I understand SFT is built upon a very specific and replicable system utilizing 7 core gateways of the spine and 33 precisely located access points. Let's talk a bit more about how these function and what they represent.
It is indeed highly systematic. And to clarify, the 33 access points are those precise locations where practitioners apply that gentle, deliberate touch.
Right, the buttons.
Exactly, like specific energetic or neural switches that, when activated, send signals through the nervous system to initiate a healing response.
Okay.
The 7 gateways, however, are the primary assessment tool in SFT. They represent broader zones of the spine. Think of them as diagnostic maps where the body tends to store different types of stress.
Zones, not specific vertebrae.
Generally, yes. Zones or areas. Each gateway is intricately linked to specific spinal regions, general areas, not necessarily individual vertebrae you need to memorize. And these regions correspond to specific nerves, major organs, tissues, and even glands throughout the body.
Oh.
The core idea is that when blockages occur within these gateways, they are understood to manifest as a wide array of symptoms. This can encompass various forms of pain, illness, emotional distress, and systemic imbalances.
I see.
This structured framework helps practitioners to understand the detailed landscape of the body and reinforces that profound concept of the mind-body connection. It vividly illustrates how physical locations and their associated blockages can directly relate to emotional states, mental clarity, and overall systemic functions. It offers a truly comprehensive lens through which to understand a person's health.
That's a much clearer way to visualize it. So instead of getting bogged down in every specific vertebral number, it's about understanding the concept of these distinct interconnected zones. Could you walk us through a few of these gateways? Give us a clearer sense of what they signify and how they might manifest when blocked.
Absolutely. Let's think of them as key processing centers along your spinal highway, each responsible for different aspects of your well-being.
Okay, like checkpoints.
Kind of. At the very top, we have the awakened gateway. This encompasses the cranium and the uppermost part of the spine. It's seen as the literal seat of consciousness, your connection to clarity and presence.
Right.
When this gateway is blocked, individuals might experience that feeling of spaciness, dizziness, memory troubles, or persistent brain fog, that sense of not being quite here. It's about mental clarity and your ability to be fully present.
Got it.
Moving down slightly into the upper neck, we find the pause gateway, typically around C1 and C2. This is deeply connected to your heart-head connection, influencing your ability to rest and integrate. Blockages here are frequently associated with chronic headaches, low energy levels, earaches, tinnitus, significant sleep issues, persistent fatigue, and even anxiety, depression, and attention issues like ADD or ADHD. It's about finding a calm center amidst the demands of life.
Okay, that's a big one.
Then there's the center gateway, which spans your mid-back, roughly T1 to T12. This gateway is considered the emotional hub, deeply linked to your capacity for experiencing and expressing emotions, especially giving and receiving love.
Interesting.
When blocked, you might find respiratory issues like asthma and allergies, nagging coughs, rib pain, fluctuations in blood pressure, and digestive discomfort like heartburn. It suggests that emotional tension can manifest quite tangibly in your physical core.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, let's look at the foundation gateway, located at the sacrum, that triangular bone at the base of your spine. This area is critically important for feeling grounded, for moving forward in life, and for physical flexibility.
The foundation.
Exactly. Blockages here can manifest as chronic lower back pain, persistent stiffness, groin pain, sciatica, and for women, issues like menstrual irregularities or even infertility. It also links to sexual dysfunction and bladder infections. This gateway is about your fundamental stability and your ability to adapt and move through life with ease.
That brings it to life so much more effectively. It's remarkable how that structured format so vividly illustrates the intricate mind-body connection.
Isn't it?
You truly see how these physical locations within the spine correspond directly to emotional states and vital systemic functions, which makes it a truly comprehensive healing modality. It's not just about a sore back, it's about understanding what that sore back might be indicating about your broader physical, emotional, or even chemical landscape.
Precisely. It's about understanding that your entire being is interconnected. A physical discomfort in one area might be a symptom of an emotional blockage elsewhere, or vice versa. SFT provides a framework to read those signals and help the body release what's no longer serving it.
So we've talked about the gateways and access points, and the gentle touch that practitioners apply. What exactly does this gentle touch stimulate within the body? I understand it's meant to initiate something called the spinal wave.
Yes, the application of those remarkably gentle touches at very specific access points during an SFT session is meticulously designed to stimulate what practitioners and clients often describe as the spinal wave.
The spinal wave.
This wave is not a forceful physical manipulation. It's described more as an energetic release, a subtle, undulating motion that gracefully flows both up and down the spine. It's thought to move through the cerebral spinal fluid.
The CSF.
Right. Imagine a gentle current moving through water, creating a ripple effect. This fluid plays a crucial role in nourishing and protecting the brain and spinal cord, and its movement is integral to nervous system health.
Okay.
The spinal wave's subtle motion is believed to stimulate the release of accumulated physical, emotional, and chemical stressors that have become lodged within the body's memory and nervous system. It's essentially how the body begins to gently unlock and unblock its inherent natural healing ability, allowing energy and information to flow more freely.
That sounds incredibly profound. An energetic release. And the feeling some clients describe of every cell of the body feels connected and free, that suggests a deep, almost integrating dimension to this healing process. It goes far beyond just physical adjustments.
It absolutely does. Yeah. This indicates that SFT offers a pathway to a much deeper sense of bodily awareness and profound integration.
Yeah.
It particularly appeals to individuals who are seeking not just symptomatic relief, but truly profound personal growth and a deeper connection to their inner landscape through their wellness journey.
Right.
The transformative effects of this spinal wave are consistently reported as significant. It's thought to facilitate a literal rewiring of the brain, meaning it helps to create new, healthier neural pathways and dissolve old, ingrained patterns of stress and tension.
Rewiring the brain.
Yeah, enabling the body to relearn and remember its innate capacity for self-healing and optimal function. Clients often report experiencing a profound sense of connection, feeling deeply integrated and liberated within their physical and energetic selves. Like disparate parts of them are finally coming into harmonious alignment. This rewiring can manifest as clearer thinking, reduced reactivity to stress, and just a greater sense of calm and clarity in daily life.
The true measure of any healing modality, I think, is often found in the lived experiences of those who've actually gone through it.
Absolutely.
The profound impact of the spinal flow technique seems to be vividly illustrated through the remarkably diverse and, frankly, overwhelmingly positive experiences shared by its clients.
That's absolutely correct. These testimonials aren't just anecdotal. They truly showcase a wide spectrum of benefits. They powerfully validate SFT's holistic claims by demonstrating its undeniable ability to address a broad range of human experiences. It strongly suggests a widespread appeal for comprehensive well-being, consistently moving beyond merely symptomatic relief to genuinely addressing the entire person, mind, body, and spirit.
Let's delve into some of these diverse reported benefits then. Starting with the physical, what kind of tangible physical relief do clients typically report?
Many individuals consistently report a notable reduction in pain and a significant, often surprising, enhancement in their overall physical comfort and mobility.
Okay.
We've seen numerous testimonials, speaking of remarkable improvements, such as, less pain in my neck after just a few sessions, or how upper back and neck pain that bothered me for years have finally reduced.
That's huge.
It is. And even things like significant improvement in the chronic pain in my right scapula. Beyond addressing specific pain points, other physical benefits frequently mentioned include experiencing more energy, greater flexibility, and a noticeably better posture.
Posture, too, interesting.
Yeah, and clients also report a profound reduction in stiffness throughout their bodies and a general decrease in overall physical tension, often describing a feeling of lightness and ease they haven't felt in years. It's about a fundamental return to physical ease and freedom of movement.
And it's clearly not just about the physical, is it? There's a really significant impact on mental and emotional clarity that comes through in these client experiences.
Without a doubt. The mental emotional shifts are often just as profound, sometimes even more so than the physical ones.
Really?
Yes. Clients frequently describe feeling very calm, light, and relaxed, often achieving a profound state of inner peace they previously thought unattainable.
Wow.
They speak compellingly about experiencing clearer thinking, as if a persistent mental fog has lifted, and feeling deeper gratitude for life itself. The technique is widely credited with dramatically reducing chronic stress, facilitating the gentle but powerful release of long-held emotional tension, and even helping individuals process and integrate past traumas that have been stored in their bodies.
Stored trauma release.
Exactly. This clearing of what they often describe as brain fog leads to a mind that is clearer and more alert. Some even reported being able to get out of my mind, that relentless cycle of overthinking and rumination.
Yeah, I know that.
And feeling more integrated and whole instead of different parts of me going in different directions, which is a powerful testament to finding internal alignment.
That concept of different parts of me going in different directions truly resonates. I think so many people feel disjointed like that. Beyond the more tangible physical and mental shifts, there are also these unique energetic and sensory experiences reported during sessions. What kind of fascinating phenomena do clients describe?
These reports are indeed quite unique and intriguing. Clients often report a wide range of internal sensations, from subtle energetic shifts like tingling or warmth to more dynamic internal experiences. Many describe feelings of energy movement, like gentle currents, or sudden twitches and zings as blockages release. Some experience a distinctive floating feeling and a remarkable ability to take deeper breaths, indicating a profound release of physical and emotional constriction.
Deeper breaths, okay.
Sensations of warmth or cooling spreading through the body are also common, along with a distinct wave-like movement that travels along the spine, sometimes even playfully described as being on a boat, due to the gentle undulation.
Being on a boat.
Yeah. And remarkably, some individuals even report having vivid visions or profound, unexpected realizations during their sessions. It suggests a very deep level of internal processing and self-discovery is taking place.
And when you synthesize all of these varied experiences together, the physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, what's the overall picture that emerges in terms of well-being and truly transformative change?
The overarching picture is one of profound overall well-being and often life-altering transformation. Clients describe their bodies feeling universally relaxed, softer, aligned, tension-released, and profoundly healthier.
That sounds amazing.
For many, SFT has been hailed as the best step towards my health that I have ever done, leading to genuine surprise at quick healing and a renewed feeling of being able again, able to move, to think, to live without the burden of past limitations.
Able again. Powerful.
Isn't it? The entire process is frequently described as profoundly healing, helping individuals to release years of tension, stress, regret that maybe didn't even realize they were carrying. For some, it marks the embarkation on a journey to being healed for the first time in my life. These are not just minor improvements or fleeting moments of relief. These are often deeply significant qualitative shifts that fundamentally reshape individuals' lives and their relationship with their own health and potential.
It's particularly noteworthy how often the words gentle and non-invasive resurface in these testimonials, even when clients are describing strong, deeply felt bodily responses. That gentleness is clearly a highly valued aspect of the technique.
It absolutely is, and this quality contributes significantly to SFT's broad appeal, especially for those who might be highly sensitive to or have had negative or even traumatic experiences with more aggressive physical therapy.
Right, it builds trust.
Exactly. This gentle approach creates a sense of safety and trust right from the outset. Furthermore, clients consistently praise practitioners not just for the efficacy of the technique itself, but for their clear, empathetic explanations, their consistently supportive demeanor, and their genuinely caring touch.
That personal connection matters.
It really does.
Yeah.
This combination of a gentle technique and compassionate delivery profoundly enhances the positive and often transformative client experience, making it a truly reassuring path to wellness.
So if someone listening is now feeling intrigued and thinking, okay, this sounds promising, what should I actually expect if I decide to try a spinal flow session? Let's walk through the typical journey, beginning with that initial consultation and assessment.
Right. The journey typically begins with an initial consultation and a thorough assessment. This is designed to gather important background information and understand your specific needs and goals.
Okay.
Clients are often asked to complete a comprehensive health intake form beforehand, which provides valuable context about their medical history, lifestyle, current concerns, things like that.
Standard practice.
Pretty standard. During the assessment itself, the practitioner conducts a detailed evaluation. This usually includes observing the client's posture, assessing their range of motion through simple head and body movements, and identifying areas of blockage.
How do they identify blockages?
Often through gentle palpation of the spine. This allows the practitioner to pinpoint areas of tension and discern whether these blockages seem primarily physical, chemical, or emotional in nature. They're essentially looking for where your body is holding on to stress.
And what happens after that initial assessment? How does the practitioner translate those findings into a plan?
Following this comprehensive assessment, the practitioner reviews their findings with the client, making sure it's clear and understandable.
Good communication.
Very important. They discuss how the spinal flow technique might specifically assist the client in achieving their personal wellness goals. Critically, they then collaboratively develop a personalized treatment plan.
Collaboratively, okay.
Yes, ensuring the client feels fully involved and understands the proposed path forward. These initial assessment appointments typically range from, say, 45 to 70 minutes, allowing ample time for that thorough intake, assessment, and the co-creation of a supportive plan.
Now, let's move into the actual session itself. What does a standard spinal flow session look like once that initial consultation is complete?
Standard spinal flow sessions are generally quite efficient, typically lasting around 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay.
Clients lie face down, fully clothed, on a comfortable table, and they're always advised to wear loose, comfortable attire, specifically avoiding anything restrictive like tight jeans or overly snug fitness pants. You want the body to be able to move freely.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What does the practitioner do?
The practitioner's role during the session involves applying very gentle touch to specific access points. As we mentioned, these points are commonly located on the sacrum, the triangular bone at the base of the spine, or the sphenoid, a bone above the ear.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they might also gently touch the coccyx or tailbone.
And what else might the practitioner do beyond just touching these points? Are there any other movements or observations?
Yes, the practitioner might use sacral bolsters placed gently under the pelvis to help physically and energetically open that area, facilitating release.
Okay.
They might also gently push on the pelvis, hamstrings, and feet, or lightly brush a line along the spine, all incredibly subtle actions designed to encourage the body's natural unwinding process.
Little encouragement.
Exactly. Throughout the entire session, the practitioner is actively and intently observing the client's body for subtle flow, watching for those spontaneous movements or energetic shifts. Yep. And it's crucial to reiterate, SFT involves absolutely no manual manipulation, no forceful adjustments, no popping, and no cracking of the spine.
No cracking.
None. The practitioner's focus is solely on increasing spinal flow and decreasing blockages, rather than directly diagnosing, prescribing, or treating specific illnesses. It's about empowering the body's own innate healing wisdom.
So it's very much about them facilitating your body's process.
Mm-hmm.
What's the client's active role during the session? Is it just to lie there and zone out?
Well, zoning out might happen, but the client's role is indeed active, though it primarily involves internal awareness.
Okay.
It is to relax, to remain present in their body, to observe any sensations that arise without judgment, whether they are subtle twitches, shifts in temperature, or emotional releases.
So just notice.
Just notice. Breathe deeply and simply allow for any natural movement or undulation as their body responds to the gentle touch. Some people find group sessions are also available.
Group sessions?
Yes, which can be quite a powerful experience. The collective energy and shared intention within a group dynamic can sometimes amplify the healing energy and foster a deeper sense of connection and support.
Interesting. It sounds like a deeply personal and often unique experience. What kind of sensations and responses might someone expect to feel during a session? Because I imagine it's quite different for everyone.
You're absolutely right. Every person's experience, and indeed every individual session, can be different. So individuals may experience a wide array of sensations. Common experiences include a profound sense of deep relaxation, feelings of energy movement flowing through the body, subtle twitches, or what clients often describe as pleasant zings. Zings. They might also notice shifts in body temperature, an increased capacity for deeper, fuller breathing, and even a feeling of profound sleepiness, signaling that deep parasympathetic nervous system response, the rest and digest state.
What about more profound or unexpected responses during a session?
Some clients report more profound emotional releases, such as spontaneous laughter or tears, as they gently process thoughts, memories, or deeply held patterns related to past traumas or significant life events.
Wow.
It's like a release that has been waiting for the right environment to unfold. Others may even experience vivid visions or significant, insightful realizations during their sessions, indicating a truly deep level of inner work and self-discovery is taking place as the body releases stored information.
And how do clients typically feel immediately after a session? What's the common aftermath?
After a session, clients overwhelmingly report feeling very relaxed, significantly lighter, profoundly calmer, and more integrated within their bodies. Like everything has settled into place.
Integrated, yeah.
It's a feeling of restored coherence, and it's highly recommended always to stay well hydrated. Drink plenty of water both before and after sessions to support the body's natural processes of release, detoxification, and rebalancing. It helps the shifts integrate smoothly.
You mentioned the idea of a healing crisis in our notes earlier. What exactly is that, and should people be concerned if they experience it?
That's a really important point to address, yeah, because it can be confusing if you're not prepared. As layers of long-held physical, chemical, and emotional stress are released from the body, essentially, your system is doing a deep clean.
Okay.
Some individuals may experience temporary discomfort, mild aches, or even heightened emotions. This phenomenon is commonly known as a healing crisis.
Crisis sounds bad.
It sounds alarming, but it's actually not. Sometimes it's described as a short period where symptoms may temporarily worsen before significantly improving. It's crucial to understand this is not a negative outcome or a sign that something is wrong.
Okay, that's key.
Rather, it's considered a very positive and even necessary sign that the body is actively processing and releasing deep-seated issues that have been trapped for years, maybe decades. It indicates the profound level at which SFT operates.
Like stirring up sediment.
Exactly. Think of it like stirring up muddy water in a pond. It gets cloudy before it settles clear and pristine. These temporary symptoms might include feeling more tired than usual, a resurgence of old aches and pains that then resolve, or even an emotional detox.
Emotional detox.
Where you feel more irritable, tearful, or sensitive for a day or two. This phase usually resolves within 24 to 48 hours. What's crucial during this period is to support your body. Prioritize hydration, ensure you're getting sufficient rest, and be extra gentle with yourself. Understand that this is a temporary but necessary part of a profound healing process.
So spinal flow technique isn't typically a one-off experience then. It sounds like the results are powerful but also subtle and cumulative over time. That implies a consistent commitment might be needed.
That's a crucial distinction for understanding its long-term impact, yes. While clients often feel immediate benefits for significant and truly lasting change, a commitment to the process over time is often recommended. Initially, especially for individuals dealing with debilitating or acute conditions, a series of at least 12 sessions is typically suggested.
12 sessions.
Yeah, as a starting point. These initial sessions are often conducted with a higher frequency, perhaps 2 to 4 times a week over a few consecutive weeks.
Why so frequent initially?
This frequent initial phase is about actively peeling away layers of stress that have accumulated over a lifetime, from birth to the present moment, all those physical impacts, emotional imprints, chemical burdens.
Right.
This positions SFT not as a quick fix for isolated symptoms, but as a profound ongoing journey towards sustained well-being. It reinforces that true, lasting change is a dynamic process, not just a singular event.
So once that initial intensive phase is complete, what's the usual progression? How does it change?
After that initial intensive phase, where hopefully many layers of accumulated stress have been released, the frequency of sessions can often be comfortably reduced for maintenance.
Okay, maintenance phase.
Right. This allows clients to sustain the progress they've achieved and continue integrating the changes into their daily lives. Regular reassessments are also a key, integral component of the SFT journey.
How often?
The state of the gateways and overall posture are typically reevaluated every 10 to 12 sessions or so. This often includes taking after pictures to visually track and celebrate the physical progress.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it allows a practitioner to adjust the treatment plan as needed, ensuring it remains perfectly aligned with the client's evolving needs.
And finally, one truly remarkable aspect of the spinal flow technique seems to be its incredible adaptability and safety across all ages. Can you speak to its broad applicability? It seems like almost anyone could try it.
Yes, it's quite remarkable, and it truly speaks to the gentle nature of the technique. SFT can be safely administered to individuals of all ages, quite literally from newborns.
Newborns. Wow.
To the elderly, adapting to each person's unique physiology and needs. It's gentle enough to be effectively and safely used by individuals who are pregnant, those experiencing chronic pain syndromes like fibromyalgia, individuals dealing with complex nerve conditions, or those grappling with intense stress, past trauma, chronic migraines, or persistent digestive issues. This extraordinary broad applicability truly underscores its gentle and profoundly non-invasive nature.
Yeah.
It makes it a viable and compassionate option for an incredibly diverse range of individuals who are actively seeking holistic support for their well-being. It's a real testament to its flexibility and safety.
So as we bring our discussion on the spinal flow technique to a close, it really stands out as a unique and deeply empowering pathway to holistic well-being. It's a fascinating blend of scientific understanding and inherent wisdom.
It truly does. By gently facilitating the release of those deep-seated blockages within the spine and nervous system, SFT activates the body's profound intrinsic healing capabilities.
Yeah.
This sets off a beautiful cascade of positive transformations that extend far beyond mere physical comfort. Clients consistently report enhanced emotional clarity, improved mental focus and resilience, and an overall significant increase in vitality and balance across all aspects of their lives.
What consistently distinguishes SFT, it seems, is its signature gentle, non-invasive nature. It consciously respects and works in harmonious collaboration with the body's inherent wisdom, rather than imposing forceful adjustments or external demands.
And this respectful and collaborative approach fosters a deep and lasting connection between individuals and their own innate healing potential.
Right.
It truly empowers them to become active, conscious participants in their personal journey toward greater health and coherence. The consistent and overwhelmingly positive feedback from clients spanning improvements across physical comfort, emotional resilience, mental acuity powerfully validates SFT's holistic claims and its remarkable capacity to address the wide spectrum of human experience. It's really about cultivating health from within.
For you, our listener, perhaps considering the potential of this remarkably gentle approach, I'll leave you with a powerful sentiment shared by one of the clients we reviewed. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. It's an invitation, really, to explore.
And let me add just a final thought for you to ponder, building on that idea. Reflect on the profound notion that our bodies hold not just our physical history, but also the intricate tapestry of our emotional and chemical experiences. What might unlocking those deep-seated layers, those old stories and forgotten stresses, truly mean for your own sense of integration and freedom in your life? How might consciously trusting your own innate wisdom, that incredible inherent capacity for self-healing, fundamentally reshape your personal journey to well-being? Embracing the flow of a technique like SFT can truly unlock profound shifts, gently guiding individuals toward a more integrated, vibrant, and ultimately a more balanced state of being.
Please remember, this podcast is not affiliated with the authors of the books, sources, or the concepts mentioned. We do not endorse claims within these books or sources. We are legally required to advise listeners to consult their doctors or a qualified healthcare professional before attempting any cleanse or making significant changes to their health regimen. What may work for one person may not be suitable or safe for another. Thank you for joining us for this discussion today.
And thank you for your curiosity and your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you to all the listeners for being here today, and we look forward to sharing this time with you again soon.